So, in this new world that I live in, that I've fallen into, this world without truth, without justice, this godless world, this black hole that now exist in. I don't want to exist in it, but it was forced upon me. Somebody took something from me, and I can't get it back. So, this is my new reality. That's besides the point. Just trying to navigate my new reality. But in this new reality, without those things, integrity has become much more important, it appears. It becomes the new failsafe. Because with integrity, it means that you can trust again. It means that truth can exist in some capacity. That you can believe other people's honesty. That you can commit. That you can love again. If integrity exists. But I suppose the problem is not a lot of people have integrity. In fact, I can count the people with integrity on one hand, and I wouldn't be using all the fingers that I've met. And that is a problem. Because how can you go through life like that? How can you go through life never really committing to a relationship? Never really committing to a moment? Because it seems to me that that's how most people live. It's considered healthy. It's considered good mental health practice to not be gung-ho about relationships, to be careful and patient and plod along and always have an out, always have an escape plan, have an exit, red flags, green flags. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. Is he good? Is he bad? Who knows? And you'll probably never know because you don't commit. It's about committing to the human experience. And it seems bad to me that that's the way that it is, because it seems to me that all the old ways can't be anymore if that's the case. If how can you fall for somebody, really, if you're still holding on to the fucking cliff, you know what I mean? You have to tumble together. That's the whole point. That's what poetry is written about. That's art. That's the human experience. You have one life. It's very short. Better fucking live it to the full. And that's the ultimate living it, is it not? To be so tangled in another human being, to be so woven together. But they have a name for that now. They would say it's toxic. They would say it's unhealthy. Because what happens when they go, right? There's always this what if, the exit plan, the it's like a river of skepticism through everything. And it all comes back to this idea of integrity and the death of truth and no romance and no love in the world, no morals. And that's sad. And it's funny, because I've always known this to be the case. And there were periods in my time where I would have considered it a virtue too, to be smart about relationships. I don't think it's anything to do with intelligence. I think that I think that it's almost economic, right? Society has no use for people that have broken hearts. Because if you have a broken heart, you're fucking useless, aren't you? If you're useless, you're not a functioning cog in the machine. If you put your conspiracy theory how you could say it's manufactured that way. I don't think that's the case, but I don't give the system that much credit, but you could see how it might be that way, right? You become a burden on society if you're brokenhearted and depressed. That's when you have people come along and go, cheer up, sunshine. Plenty more fish in the sea. You know? These people that live fucking fleeting lives. 2 years here, 3 years there. Ifs, buts, maybes, what ifs. But never all in. Never commit. Safe, conservative, play. That's what people are to me. That's all I see. Well, it's not all negative. Integrity does exist in the absence of God. I suppose divinity is not necessary for humanity to stand on its own feet. Do I have integrity? I'd say I probably have more integrity than most people. Not gonna claim I'm the ultimate. But I don't think it's very common. I don't think it's very practical for the modern man to live that way, to think that way. I think I suppose it's a bit like art in a way. Most art is not practiced for very long because there's no money in it, right? Unless you happen to be very good or you happen to be very connected or a well-established name already. Eventually you just have to quit because you make more being a cock. So I suppose it's a bit like that. But I could be talking out my arse too. I don't know. But the long and short of it is maybe integrity makes up for the death of justice. I would say it's a rarer phenomenon than before, but maybe romance can still exist. Maybe love can still exist if two people have integrity and say what they mean and go as they say. I think there can be something there. A silver lining, perhaps.